Next comic is the Jelly Walker Apocalypse, and we're being scammed by the ads, and that must be the descriptions. Jelly Workers had been taken over. Jelly Walkers had been taken over ever since then. However, the string gummy cookie is known for one of the best survivors against the infected. He'll have to find a way to travel back on top to stop the entire apocalypse from ever occurring. Will be stand and able to make inevitable. So let's just grab an image quickly, and we're not going to be trying to be scammed as fast as possible. So we leave me no choice, but I cannot actually try to do this anyways. So we're downsized to 100%. So let's just paste it this way. So here we go. After a mad scientist experiment has gone beyond her control. So it wasn't probably for she was. It's probably him. A lone survivor stood amongst the restless infected. I should be able to scroll down and if I hide to as well, so if I have to. Despite everything being against him, he'll be one of the strike first. By its true shotgun as well. So she or he just holding an American shotgun. So am I gonna be going for a little bit as left? Another one is mustard is pretty weird. Living food isn't gonna be trying to do this. Let's copy this image. And we're being scammed for a cursed time. What a god dang it day. So let's go in for another one as well. So that the bacon cookie says, if you need anything else, then call me over. I'm gonna put a little bit of the salt in this meat. But you know the rules isn't gonna be trying to do says. And get your hands off to do this as well. So I'm not probably sure that Hyper Himes is being out of here. So he must be one of the refunds that really possible to do so. And but not being scammed for too much. But it's just Mexican shoes. The next comic is Lemon Cookies Lemonade Stand. So we're gonna be copying this image and a temporary reading of this description. With the majority of items in Cookie Run having an actual consequences and consists, one must ask, how does anyone eat anything? So I should be able to scroll down. It has also one comment. So which is pretty bad. So the description says, would you think that lemon cookie opening a lemonade stand could be a good idea? Well, that if you can handle how sour the drink tastes. So this is gonna be isn't trying to be easy as well. So am I gonna be grabbing for this image? That is not gonna be trying to do anyways. So unable to move on to for the inside as well. We're being scrolled in. Can I get some lemonades? This weather is getting those soggy. Yes, sure. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. And probably he turns into some sort of an unknown reaction as well. He just lively tried to do this. It was pretty extremely sparkly or magical. Unfortunately, that wasn't like the best idea to become extremely magic. Why did it shock me? It's a bit sour. Nope. It was some sort of an electrical offense. It was extremely sour as well. That you eventually opened this, and that is completely recommended, and something is actually pretty good for the stomach while you're on a automobile sick as well. And many of those vehicle sicks as well, or vehicle sick and can do, or some sort of like those bad things happen because all those stupid minds and humans, or some sort of a fit means. I gotta be kidding me, or some sort of a serious problem, what I just never be able to say. New Circus Cookies by Hyper Heinz. The description says Choco Cup cookie things that you don't need to be familiar with the circus to achieve your dreams. Ice Juggler Cookie identify these or things otherwise. Who somebody thinks otherwise for just one thing. It has no comments. God dang it. Now something is absolutely going to be tried to scam for very much, or this is not going to be pretty good as well and to the unusual. So we got probably for one things as well. So I will not edit this out. So let's hear for just a little bit for one thing as well. So am I going to be a little bit closer as really possible? You're really telling me you hired new cookies or cars on automobiles that didn't ask them for their skills? Talented shouldn't be juggled by face value, but by the what do you feel best fits you, said the juggler cream. I'm probably sure that isn't going to be trying to do this. Or the ice juggler thing, said the ice juggler cookie. Have you seen the cookies that you hired? Said ice juggler. That's wrong with them. What is wrong with them? How do we get stack as triangle again? Said popping candy. It wasn't going to be for my father as well. This isn't going to be pretty my father. That must be ice juggler or bear. The cake pops. And popping candy. Pomegranate. Scorpion. There must be an arrow. String gummy. Cyber cookie. And the chess cookies. For real, I'm not sure this isn't going to be going for possibly that we just tried to do. And let's move on to another one. So the next one is the description around here. What cheerleaders cookies spelling? And the description says it should be easy. I mean, cheerleader cookies partitionally spelling it out for you. So let's going to be copy an image. So this isn't going to be pretty what I just tried to do this. So I'm not going to be pretty busy what I just going to be trying to expected. So here we goes nothing that she says. Given an I, an M, an E. I'm me as well. So this isn't going to be going for around here. So that sounds like an IME, which is actually not trying to do what anything it goes. It was pretty not bad. That looks pretty good or awesome as well. And that contains like, it's pretty, I'm very interested about for this comic. So next one that I'm not going to be going to hold that back as well. So the first thing was a little bit pretty demonetizing. And I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be going not to do what I just pretty feel. So let's go for a little bit for one time as well. Without seeing the description as well. Because we're scammed. So here is the description. Or maybe closing like this things. Spinach invited to training. And now we're scammed for just legally too much as hell. And it's not going to be tried at hell. And we're not going to be trying to see this for the description before we're going to be read. If this was the type of training that I was invited to, then I'll be down to make all sorts of food with them. So here we go is going to be trying to get all about. First off, she wasn't able to be happy from them. Trust us, I'll help them with our training. Are you sure this is safe to do? And I'm probably not. So, looks like she threw it all the way up that the cabbage cookie just did. And looks like that another one wasn't going to be trying to do this anything. So, she just actually grabbing all the way for some sort of fruits and a little bit amount of vegetables. I get these cooked up. Those cooked delicious have just made for some sort of, for I kind of like these things as well. That made some sort of a barbecue things. I think this is actually pretty not perfect at all. But I'm probably sure that we're being scammed for a lot. Copy image, let's just get things quick. So it still has no comments to do. And it looks like we got all the way being scammed. And Matcha and the Cake Hound by Hyperhines. And the description says, I feel like Matcha were to ever come to Kingdom. She just ended up making friends with the Cake Hounds. Why? Who knows? So let's just try to do this and paste things. The Cake Hounds as well. As we're gonna be going to preview what is up to make things a little bit pretty sure. And the story sounds any that she says that isn't gonna be going for around here. So that must be the dogs wasn't going to be an enemy. And then she raised a big staff of truth, like the stick of truth, or some sort of a wand as well. And then it raised a deaf mother hand as well. So it raised or some sort of a giant hand as well. And because that since the dog is extremely angry, and then that pets easily as well, that it completely ended up calming down the dog as well. Something is going to be probably taken a little bit care, and that was pretty unusual that we just completely guess. So that could be the end of those for its first ever comics we get. So actually that is probably the end of this video while, and this isn't going to be going for making for just a little bit strategy. I just completely add those two GMC websites, or maybe this isn't going to be going for pretty possible as well. So I might actually just return all the way out for just a little bit as once. So I can finally barely end up for this video as anyways. So we just completely review for many more, and a lot of them too as well, in the last few videos. So if you like for today's video, that must be for his drawings, or might actually try to do this as well. So we already viewed this or review for anything about for this thing. So the game or some sort of the website, it is in the description down below, and the user profile is also in the description below as well, so you might be able to be checking out as well from the description. Thanks for watching and for all your support. This is gonna be Turbo Concept is signing off, and I'm gonna be see you into another video. So that is recently the end of this video, and then hopefully the next video we're gonna be reviewing for this very first Spanish comics for just a few of them.